you all enjoyed your Friday and took some time to reflect against that loss against LSG. Extremely disappointing, especially considering the opponent, considering the circumstances of the game. We would be top of the table right now. Our weekend would look different. This episode would look different. So thank you, RCB, for ruining our weekend, man. But don't worry, guys. They can still make our whole week and year too, yeah. So Sunday night, under the lights, Mumbai Indians come to town to our second home in Raipur. So this preview, guys, I have two Rais with me who will give you their Rai on this game. Aditya Rai, who you know really well and perhaps missed him for this week. And his sister Diksha, who's way cooler than him, way smarter than him, and a much bigger RCB fan. At least she claims to be all those three things. So you guys decide. Great to have you both, man. And not just that, keeping up with family week. We had siblings last time. This time we have husband and wife. So thanks for joining, Jatin. He's the only guy I know in the world who loves Rohit more than Virat. So big MI guy, clearly converted because of, the family he married into. So you can see his jersey. And dude, one last surprise, guys. We have another fan coming in from Bombay. Big RCB guy, big red and gold fan. In fact, Arjun, let me start with you. How did you find out about this show and how did you get to be on this episode?
Hi, guys. So thank you so much for getting me on this episode. And it's actually a cool story how I found out about the podcast. So actually, I had gone to the RCB team hotel. This is before the RCB MI game. And I had just gone to see the players. Hopefully, I got a chance to see the team, just as a curious fan. And then there I bumped into Rai. And he was like ready to shoot, like ready to take photos of all the players. So I bumped into Rai and he was ready to take pictures of all the players. And then suddenly the players actually come and we're all ready, we're excited. Oh, Rajat Patidar is walking, Krunal Pandya is walking, Kohli was not there. And then suddenly the security tells us we're not allowed to take photos. And then Rai is like, what? How is that allowed? Like, I've come here prepared and then you just don't let me take photos of all the players. And he was so disappointed. But after we saw the players and they left, I was speaking to Rai and he told me about how they started the Red and Bold show and how he desperately wanted followers for the show. So he told me to subscribe. And no, I'm just kidding. I've been following
everyone subscribe right now, all right, if you haven't already. 33% of you don't, so I already know that. Anyway, carry on, Arjun.
And since then I've been seeing every single video and I've been really every single preview and review has been bang on. The banter within all the panelists has been great as well, and I'm really excited to bring my inputs to the show, being an RCB fan.
Dude, yeah, no, we're so excited to have you as well. And Rai, first words from you, man. It's been a week. It's been a tough week without you on the show. How are you feeling after 2 losses and how are you feeling to be back?
Yeah, so I thought my lucky charm is only when I go to the stadium, we win or something like that. But it seems like when I'm not on the panel at the show, we're losing. So, guys, we hope I'm back and that we win. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, no, it's been a crazy week personally and from an RCB standpoint as well. Obviously not the best week, but hoping to turn things around. And what better than having a blockbuster showdown Sunday night versus MI, right? To change things. So super excited and looking forward to the game.
Yeah. No, speaking of changing things, Diksha here is an expert. She's a lawyer. She's an advocate. So Diksha, can you advocate for why RCB is still in the top 200?
See, I have a good feeling about RCB from now on at least. But last match was obviously heartbreaking. And I really, really hope Jitesh and Romario get back into form. And that's something all of us are hoping for. And I'm really looking forward to the season. And I still think we're champions and we're winning the game. For sure.
So no blind optimism here, all right, guys. This is all based on facts and evidence.
Someone on the panel had to do it. I thought I'll take it upon myself.
Someone had to do it, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
If not you, we can always make your husband. So let's start with you, JT. Why are you wearing the RCB jersey, man?
Yeah, before anything else, I want the record to show that I'm wearing this jersey under protest. This is a hostage situation, guys. My wife is sitting next to me and she has made it very clear that the price of domestic peace in a household is this red jersey. So that's the reason I'm wearing it. But yeah, I've been a Rohit Sharma fan for many years, but once I got married,
He just had to switch
now I have to
totally.
sit in red and black.
Awesome, and
annoying.
now you're on red and bold. So no, but let
Of
me
course.
ask you, man, from your true colors, forget that Diksha is here. But the question is, Man, how do you feel? Like, I guess from the MI sense, like, are you excited to play us? We just lost to LSG.
See, of course, I'm excited for MI to be playing RCB, but then again, looking at the current form of RCB as well, I don't see MI winning this one. Honestly, I mean, I don't think they might be able to give them a tough competition, but at the end of the day, I think RCB will come on.
Unfortunately,
guys.
that's what we thought about the LSG game as well.
Yeah, I know, but
That was just a bad
that's
day.
just the hunch that I have.
We all hope we
Yeah,
do well.
I just want to make clear to the viewers that maybe the jersey was in protest, but Jatin is also a lawyer, so he's giving you his own opinions,
Yes,
his own
I
right.
am.
Okay, so
Yes.
he was not paid to do this. Cool.
Or maybe
Arjun,
I
let me
am.
just take one last question for you on kind of how you're feeling, man. Like, the last two games really did set us back on the table. So, editor, points table on screen. Arjun, tell me, what's your outlook right now?
So obviously the last two losses would be disappointing for not only the fans but also the players, because in both the games we had an opportunity to win and then go on top of the table. So I felt like that was really one big thing we missed out on. And now, from being with Punjab at the top, now we're kind of fighting with Gujarat and Rajasthan at that 12-point mark. If you see the table, Rajasthan, Gujarat and us, we all three on 12 points. Obviously we're good on run rate, so that's one positive for us, I feel. But I don't think top two is too far away. I still feel like if we win 3 of the next 4 games, we should get to 18 points, and we have a very strong run rate. So I think we're still on track for top 2, but we cannot afford any more slip-ups now, at least, especially because our next 2 games are against MI and KKR. So those are very crucial games for us to try and lock the wins there.
I
That's
actually I had a point here, which is that there are two ways of looking at it, right? Or two scenarios where, given our fixture list, either we do well and guys we will finish in top two, or we might actually have a tough time qualifying. Only for the sheer reason that MI is the only game where I can confidently say at the moment that okay, we are definitely the stronger team. KKR has won 4 in a row, right? So they're coming in actually, they're peaking at the right time. They've got the combination. We're playing them next. And then we're playing Punjab and Hyderabad, right? So it's like you beat them, you are going to finish in top two,
Yep.
right? And if you don't, then like I said, it doesn't look good at all because you're giving your direct competition points, right? All three of them. So this game is extremely crucial for us to make sure that we qualify, right? Because from an odds perspective, it looks pretty tough in terms of the run-in.
Yeah, in fact, last night when I was watching the match, the only thought that crossed my mind was, oh, we are going to play KKR next. And all of them are playing up. Alan's playing well, Cameron Green's playing well. That's great for them, but we are playing them next.
I said he's my orange cap before the season.
Yeah,
guys,
I remember
but
that.
I don't want him to peak only against us
Yeah,
or
yeah.
now. Like
But
he's
Yeah.
literally
yeah,
same with Rohit.
great
Same with
question.
Rohit for this game, right? He's injured, he didn't play, and now he's in form. Imagine him hitting us. It's like even Lucknow, like with us losing to them, I almost feel like it's such a RCB thing, dude. It's for years we've seen it only against us. This shit happen.
Yeah, the greatest players coming back to form just for our games. Yeah, let's just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, but Rohit is
Yeah.
already in the form,
Yeah,
courtesy the last match. So yeah.
No, dude, you'll see if freaking Bumrah is going to come back to form against us. 3 wickets he has in the whole IPL, man. I wouldn't be surprised if... No, I'm kidding. Wait for the bold predictions coming soon.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's... after a loss, there's so much to talk about. Chopping and changing a team. So many comments come in. So many different angles and views. So let's get right to it. Editor, playing 11 on screen. Assuming the same 11, we have Bethel and VK opening. DDP, Rajat, Jitesh, Tim David, Krunal, Shepard. Lots of conversation about Shepard, I guess. Bhuvi, Hazelwood, Rasik, and Suyash. So our 12, I'll go first, guys. I think, and this is the boring opinion, but I think management won't change a thing. And I don't think I want to change a thing. I want to back the team. So Arjun, you go first, man. Same 2 questions. What do you expect to see on Sunday, and what do you want to see on Sunday?
So at least me personally, and there's lot of chatter about, obviously we know that Jitesh and Romario's form has not been good at all throughout the full season. We're treating Romario, we're considering him a 6 bowler, but he's just leaking 20 runs every single game. So that's another problem. So what I was thinking was maybe bringing in Jordan Cox and maybe Venkatesh Iyer and Venki can maybe open, and Cox can play as a middle order batter, and he can also wicket keep. So we don't need Jitesh Sharma actually wicket keeping. But I feel like in this stage of the season, it's too late to make too many changes at once. It can destroy the full momentum of the team and the full order of the team. So I don't think the management will honestly make these changes, or even though I personally would. But I had one other interesting take. I was thinking about not changing the team and maybe making DDP open and make Bethel play a 3 if that would reduce the pressure on Bethel to fire on the power play. Maybe that's something I was thinking about.
Yeah. Anyone? Any other eyes?
Actually, from a playing 11 standpoint, one thing that I do want to see personally is definitely give Jordan Cox a chance right up top for Bethel. And that is for a simple reason that if, like we spoke about the combination of what the management can look at doing, I think playing and making that one change of getting Cox in for Bethel on top is a like to like, right, in terms of the way he is with Salt. And if he does well, then that puts pressure on Jitesh. And if Jitesh doesn't do well in this game, then you have a genuine option of like, okay, we have a wicket keeper who is batting better than Jitesh, and then you can consider getting Venki on top in the next game. So it's more like a transitional shift rather than doing 2 or 3 changes in one game, right? And Bethel also, guys, he went for that catch, and remember he hurt his finger. That's exactly how Salt got injured as well. So I was like, there's no way. Right?
I know.
Please no.
Dude, I was assuming the worst too. But
Yeah.
Rai, actually, okay, let's go around the carousel one more time, because I think this is the conversation on every RCB fan's mind. Like, so I'll take your idea, Rai, which is Jordan Cox for Bethel, and I'll tell you why that won't be like for like. Is he's kind of like a number 4, number 5 batter. Bethel himself is number 3, number 4 being forced to open. So I think that's the only reason it won't be like for like. But what you could do is take Bethel and Jitesh out, if that's what you want to do, and get Cox and Venki opens, and Cox comes later down the line.
Yeah.
So
that's
I
exactly
think
what
that's what Arjun was suggesting too.
Yeah. But I don't
Just
think
an idea. But you know what I would do? Like, if you really don't want to back Bethel and you think he's too out of form, or like maybe he's not an opener, like the Phil Salt type opener.
What
Yeah, so
power
guys,
play?
I think if we reach that point where we stop trusting Jacob Bethel, I think Venki becomes the option to come in. So imagine this: instead of Jordan Cox and changing the kind of batting playing, let's just get Venki in for Bethel, and now you can get Duffy in for Rasik. And now suddenly you're looking at Hazelwood, Bhuvi, and Duffy, and our 2 spinners, and Romario is still our 6th option. So that's just another idea, guys. We'll just throw out a bunch. Is there anything we haven't covered?
That's
Diksha,
changing too
JT?
much.
No, like,
That's
yeah.
that's changing too much. No, please go
I
ahead.
know, but dude, that's why I started with I don't think we're gonna change a thing, but it's always fun,
Yeah.
like
Also,
man
I
as a
think Bethel needs to be given a longer run for him to,
Yeah.
get acquainted to the everything around him. So you've given Jitesh a longer run. Bethel definitely needs one too.
And
Yeah.
we don't forget, like in the World Cup semi-finals, Bethel did make that quick 100, and he almost got England over the line against us in the 250 chase. So we know that he has the potential. It's just about finding those few shots that form, and it's honestly, if he gets confidence, I'm sure Bethel will do a good job as well.
Yeah, in fact,
Yeah, man.
that innings, I was talking to Diksha when IPL had just started. I was like, probably Bethel will be in the playing 11 rather than Salt, just because of that one innings. That's what I was feeling. But yeah, obviously, RCB
I
management.
mean, you got what you wanted, man. You got what you wanted.
Eventually.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, crazy stuff. You know what? Let's look at the other team, man. Let's get Editor Mumbai on screen. They keep chopping and changing the 11, so I'm just gonna read out their last one that beat LSG. By the way, we couldn't. So Rickleton, Rohit opened, basically finished the game. Tilak, Surya, Namandhir, Will Jacks, Raj Baba, Corbin Bosch, Deepak Chahar, Jasprit Bumrah, Allah Ghazanfar, and Raghu Sharma, the impact sub. So again, like couple names we don't know, couple names we are scared of. Couple updates as well. JT, you want to take the Mumbai Indians squad updates?
Yes, I think there will be a couple of changes. I think for first, Hardik will be coming back. And because of personal reasons, I think Surya will not be playing this next match. So I see Hardik coming in place of Surya and the rest of the team. I think they'll be going with the same. I
Okay.
don't see any changes there as well. I
Guys,
mean,
but I'm telling you, I have a hunch that if there's any team that will fly their player 3 hours before the game, it's Mumbai Indians. So I wouldn't be surprised if Surya Kumar Yadav is playing that game. You never know.
you never know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with his
Dude,
captain.
I think he just posted on Instagram a story of him holding his daughter. So I think the whole world, and especially given where Mumbai is in the table, like they might not even bother him.
Or
you
maybe
know?
that's the good luck charm that he needs for
Yeah,
the season. He's not being
could
performed.
be, could be. Just not on Sunday, man. Next game onwards, Surya, come back, bro. But yeah, right. Let me ask you this, dude. I have a beef with Trent Bolt, man. Like, he always scared me for so many years. I hated when he used to bowl to Faf and to Virat and to AB and everyone we had, all righties, he used to come and clean up the stumps. So I'm almost happy that he's out of form and not playing in the 11. Just wanted to ask you, Corbin Bosch, Trent Bolt, take your pick. Who do you want to play and who do you think we'll end up playing?
No, honestly, it's pretty irrelevant to just in isolation look at those players because they haven't figured like their own management. Probably the way we're having this conversation, probably Pollard is having with General exactly like this, right? Which is who should we play, who should we not? I think the threat for me more is on their batting doing well. Their bowling has been so all over the place from a personnel standpoint that you cannot, like, none of us can predict who are the bowlers that'll be stepping onto that field. Because Hardik not being there is also a combination thing, right? In T20 cricket with his bowling and batting. So that's why the Bosch ends up playing, or rather Trent Bolt, Deepak Chahar. Like it's been cutting all through. In fact, the only reference point for me would be that the game we played at the Wankhede, I think that is something we should definitely talk about. Arjun was there as well. With respect to Duffy playing, he really didn't do well there that day. Trent Bolt initially didn't do well. We took down all the bowlers. Obviously, Santner was there. He's not there from injury. Then I think Deepak Chahar, Shardul Thakur, we took all of them, right, to the cleanup. So none of them really did well. Bumrah, we just saw him out like every other IPL team. So given all that I've mentioned, I can't tell you a threat rather than Gazanfar in terms of their bowling. But the rest of it seems to be a chop and change even for their management.
Yeah. Arjun, do you want to take that, man? Do you want to tell us about your experience the Wankhede and what are you
Yeah.
expecting?
Sure. So that game was honestly like it was unbelievable. It was so good. The first innings was like so good to see the way Phil Salt took down Mitchell Santner. I remember on one over he hit him for 3 back-to-back sixes, and that was like just the crowd went insane. It was more. So I was sitting in Wankhede, which is in Mumbai, and the crowd was like RCB, RCB all the time. There was like I think there were probably more RCB support than MI support in that stadium, which was really great to see. And I feel like although we haven't played at Raipur yet and they call it our home games, but it's technically not our home, I still feel like because of how RCB is as a franchise, we still will have the same support. I feel even at Raipur, like we saw in Lucknow as well, how many RCB fans, every single stadium we go, we have the biggest amount of fans. So I'm
Yeah,
not worried.
I'm really looking forward to this one thing though, which is at the Chinnaswamy we have this really into DJ dude. Arjun, you might not know because you haven't come for enough games to Bangalore. If that same DJ is going to Raipur, I would want to see how those Kannada one-liners are going to translate in Raipur. So looking
No,
forward to that.
Guwahati had a great RCB support.
Yeah, everywhere we have a good support
And I
everywhere we go. So hopefully this one will be good.
I think when Bettel did really well during the World Cup, I remember them chanting RCB, RCB.
Yeah.
The entire stadium.
Yeah, and that's why, guys, I'm gonna clip
That's
this.
right.
Our video was titled "It's RCB, RCB at the Wankhede one more time." The last time we beat them. So yeah, I mean, go rewatch that if you really want to. But guys, let's go into this, man. Let's talk matchups. So let me take one matchup from each. All right, guys, let's talk key matchups. Winning these matchups is winning 3 to 5 overs of a game. Let's start with you, Deeksha, then go with Jatin, Rai, and then Arjun.
So I'm really looking forward to Rohit Sharma versus Bhuvneshwar Kumar. I think Bhuvi is one of our most economical and consistent bowlers, and I'm really looking forward to him giving us the right spell during their power play. And I don't want them to fire up top of the order. So that is something that I'm really looking forward to. And yeah, hoping for the best. But I'm sure that at his take on Rohit Sharma's form, so I'll let him speak now.
Yeah, so I think as a fan, I would want him to score. But the matchup that I'm really looking forward to is Rickleton versus Hazelwood. Rickleton has been in decent form, I'd say, uh, trying to perform better. But I think it'll be a tough competition against Hazelwood and Bhuvi in tandem, I feel.
Yeah. Guys, I think Hazelwood was the one who got Rickleton in the last year we played. So the stat is four balls, 4 runs, 1 wicket. So interesting to see how that plays out. Rai, go ahead.
Yeah, I think the middle order is going to be key here. Ajat, Tim David, all of them are obviously DDP are in form. So it's going to be a good matchup against Gazanfar. I think he's the informed bowler and the only consistent bowler in the team from a wicket-taking standpoint, right? And I know that when I went for the game at the Wankhede, we did take him down, but he looked like the only threat that day, if any, right? So if Rajat and all of us go for him, it'll be a good matchup. It'll be definitely be a top matchup. And it might even decide whether it's going to be a 220 kind of score or a 200 or subpar score, depending on how he does against us.
Dude, yeah, I didn't mention this, but Mumbai loves bowling spin in the power play. So they've been bowling 2 Gazanfar overs in the power play, and honestly, that I don't want to see that, man. I think Virat does a lot better with pace. So yeah, that's an interesting matchup. Arjun, do you have one in mind?
Yes, and I have one matchup in my mind, and I think it's India's best bowler, which is Jasprit Bumrah against India's the king of India, Mr. Virat Kohli. So I think that'll be a really good matchup. Earlier, I felt like Virat used to, try and play out Bumrah more and, attack the other bowlers. But I feel like this season, because Bumrah's not been in form and he's not looking as confident, I feel like Virat will honestly take him on. Personally, I feel like he's not going to back down to taking Bumrah. We saw that last year as well, where Bumrah came back from injury and Kohli hit him for a 6 on the first ball. So we know that Kohli is going to be aggressive in the power play this time.
Yeah, 100%, man. All right, guys, those are great matchups. I can't believe no one did Hardik v Krunal, but all right, let me leave that for the outro then. Cool, guys, let's go into my favorite segment, the good, the bad, and the... All right, guys, you know how this works. Someone give me, from an RCB perspective, the good side of things. Someone give me the bad side of things. Who wants to take the good?
I think as a Rai, I should talk about Raipur, right? So, so just the support, it's the 3rd largest stadium from a capacity standpoint. And as much as we are going to miss the Chinnaswamy, I'm sure our diehard fans and more in number will show up for this game. And I'm just looking forward to it being a absolutely packed stadium for the next 2 games. We're playing both the games in Raipur. And I definitely think that if we take their advantage and their support and win the next 2 games, we are not only going into the playoffs for sure, but also we might finish top 2. So hoping that Raipur's super lucky for us and all the fans will come out in numbers to support us. So that's the good.
I think I can take the bad for this podcast. I feel like one bad is that MI just beat LSG and we lost to LSG. So that's something which is a bit concerning, I feel. And I also think that teams on the bottom of the table, for example, like in Lucknow or an MI or a KKR, they've done so badly, honestly, throughout the season that they have nothing to lose. They're just going to go there playing with no pressure. And on the other side, we have just lost 2 in a row. So I think we are under more pressure because we know that we have something at stake, which is qualification and top 2. So that might be something bad because we'll be in pressure against a good side.
Yeah, really true.
I can give it a try for the bowl. I think Bumrah is going to come back into form. He'll take 3 for 15 odd in his 4 overs. Too sure if that'll be enough for MI to win the match, but that's my bold prediction.
Yeah, okay. Wow, Jatin, you went straight to it. Bumrah, 3
Straight to
wickets,
it, yeah.
more than he's taken in, or equal to what he's taken in the entire IPL so far, all in one game against RCB, dude. Wow, why are you wearing our jersey?
Actually,
But anyway,
Bro, I was just gonna say that if he takes 3 wickets, bro, like I'm scared because my sister stays with you, and I don't know how many.
We are all looking up to you. That happens.
Diksha, you give us your bold prediction.
So my bold prediction is Jitesh is coming back to form. I have to show faith,
That's
and I'm
bold
showing
enough.
faith in him. Yeah, that's I think bold enough at this point in
Damn,
time.
I don't know whose was bolder there, dude.
But one can hope I mean,
One
we
can hope, of course. Yeah, one can hope. Arjun, what do you think?
Yeah, so I think I should be banned from bold predictions because I think I've got every single prediction wrong in the comment section.
more
It's
And
okay. That's why we don't clip yours. That's why we haven't clipped yours.
Not
but
everyone can be Ayush.
last time I went Virat 70 plus, and he went for a duck. So I don't think I'm going to repeat it. This time I'm going to go for a DDP 65 plus.
Okay. Wow. I think I see that every time. DDP 65 plus. But all right, right?
I'm going for a Suyash, 2 wickets minimum, and he's going to concede less than 25. So that's my bold prediction for this game. Because he bowled really well against them at the Wankhede, so hoping for the same.
Damn, we're really spreading the love around. You know, just because JT is on the show, man, and we have to show, our brother-in-law some respect. So I'm going to show him the greatest respect I can. My bold prediction is Bumrah takes no wickets and hits a 50. As in concedes a 50. So how do you like that for respect, guys? I hope you enjoyed this. This was a super fun panel, family style for sure, but with one imposter out here. Hoping Sunday night he shows his true colors, and hopefully RCB show their true colors, man. We need to get back to winning ways. We need to win again. So much at stake. Outside of just what it means on the table, it's Rohit versus Virat, it's Virat versus Bumrah, it's Krunal versus Hardik, it's Tim David against his old team. It's our first game in our new home stadium. Like, what else should I say, man? Everything was written for my outro right there. So you know what? If you haven't already, hit like, subscribe, share. You know how this goes, and we will see you after the game, hopefully, from top of the table.